Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about Karl Marx. Karl Marx was born in 1818 and he died in 1883. He's known as a German philosopher, but he was never a self-proclaimed philosopher. He was actually a quiet man who didn't really like talking in large crowds. He ran a newspaper and wrote books in which he was fearless and often spoke out against what he thought was injustice in the world. His primary target was the capitalist system. When I was first introduced to Marx, I thought of his ideas as something out of a utopian society. He often spoke about equality and freedom within our lands and within our people. He's known for being in favor of a communistic environment. I know what you're thinking. Communism's bad. We're programmed to think this way because of evil dictators. Men who claim that they wanted to do better for society, but once they got a taste of power, they refused to let it go. In Marx's idea of communism, all people work and all people contribute equally. We all know that America embraces the capitalist world with open arms. In doing so, have we let the rich become too powerful and too able to exploit other people? There are many examples of the rich getting away with things such as assault and even literal murder. Money is power, and the rich will use their power to help them cover up any situation they may find themselves in. In the cases of Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein, it took brave women to stand up and speak out loud against these men. Today, feminism stands strong. There's a strand of feminism known as Marxist feminism. Back in the day, women were expected to be caregivers for their homes and their families. But it also made them be considered less than because domestic work wasn't considered real work. Marxist feminism claims that it is crucial to our society that parents stay home to help their children grow up. In supporting their children's growth into adulthood, they are helping our society by making sure these children grow up to be contributing adults. Today, women are expected to stay at home, and we see more fathers taking on that role. Whether it's the mother or father who stay home, we see benefits within our younger generation. They are more conscious of our planet and more willing to preserve our lands for the future generations. In fighting for our lands, though, have we become illusioned into thinking that we can actually own land? According to Marx, private ownership of land gave owners control. Let's think about the concept of buying a home. Is it really ours, or are we under an illusion of ownership? When we buy a home, we cannot build onto the property without permission. We can't stop the government from entering our houses if they have a search warrant. Even after we buy the house, we still stand the chance of losing the house if we don't pay taxes. So is it really ours, or are we under the illusion that we own it when really the government is the one who owns it and uses it to control us? Marx believed in other things such as technology and the government's ability to censor and track us. Marx believed that technology would lead us to a high unemployment as machines continue to take over production. There's also research in which we take Marxist theories and apply it to surveillance. In a time where technology is constantly tracking our data, it's important that we realize it isn't always for our own good. This leads to censorship. The government claims we have a freedom of speech, but do we really? How often are people tied to NDAs or washed aside by media when they have an unpopular opinion? Marx may have lived over 130 years ago, but his ideas still play into our world today. As we move forward, trying to create a better world and a better living for everyone, Marx's theology should be kept in mind. He was a man who believed in the best for all people. He only wanted the best for everyone, despite race, religion, or gender.